Jon and Liza lived in a little corner of happiness, a cozy house with sunlight spilling through the curtains, a small garden blooming with daisies, and a dog named Max who filled their days with laughter. Their mornings began with music, Jon strumming his guitar while Liza cooked breakfast, singing softly along. Evenings were spent under fairy lights, sharing stories, dreams, and simple joys. They didn't have much, but they had everything that mattered. One day things took a turn. Their small business, something they had built together with love and hope, started to fall apart. Orders stopped coming, bills piled up, and the numbers just wouldn't balance anymore. Jon tried to stay strong, but the weight of failure pressed hard on his shoulders. Nights became quiet. His guitar gathered dust to pay off part of their loan. They made a painful decision. They sold their car. It wasn't just metal and wheels to them. It was a piece of their journey, the first big thing they bought together. But even that wasn't enough. The day they packed their belongings and left their beloved home, Liza held Jon's hand tightly. Tears shimmered in her eyes, but her voice was steady. "Jon," she said softly, "a house is just walls and a roof. Our home is wherever we stand together." They moved into a small cottage on the edge of town. It was old, quiet, and humble, but Liza filled it with warmth. She decorated it with wildflowers, cooked their favorite meals, and reminded Jon of who he was. Not a man defeated, but a man who had the courage to start again. Days turned into weeks, and Jon slowly found his rhythm back. He picked up his guitar again, first for comfort, then for inspiration. Music healed what business had broken. Liza stood by him in every moment, not just as his wife, but as his greatest believer. They worked hard side by side. Jon started a new venture, smaller this time, but smarter. Liza helped manage it with care and creativity. Every failure became a lesson, every struggle became fuel, and then the tide began to turn. Orders started flowing again. Opportunities opened. The light that once dimmed began to shine brighter than ever. Years later, Jon drove Liza to a new house, a beautiful, spacious one overlooking the hills. He turned to her and smiled. "We did it." Liza looked around, tears of joy in her eyes. "No, Jon," she whispered. "You did it, we just never gave up." Max ran through the garden, barking joyfully, as laughter filled the air once again. Their home was no longer just a place. It was a symbol of love, resilience, and faith that never broke. Because sometimes the true measure of success isn't in what you own, it's in who stands beside you when you have nothing, and believes in you until you rise again. Moral: love is the foundation that no storm can destroy. When two hearts refuse to give up on each other, even the smallest cottage can become a palace.